That's not a knife. That's a knife. Welcome back, everybody. Faithful EDC here with you today. Today we've got the Bastion Brava full titanium D2 blade steel. But before we get into that, just a quick reminder, we've got a 500 subscriber giveaway going right now. We are on the road to 500, trying to get this channel growing. And so once we hit 500 subscribers, one lucky winner will be winning this CJRB Pyrite Light with green, and I will put a custom lanyard on it if you like. If not, you do not have to have a lanyard on it. I will also be giving away this Wee Civivi Sin Cut knife roll, and the winner will also be giving a sample pack of the Wicked Industries product. Wicked Clean, Wicked Wax, Wicked Rescue. Clean your knives, protect your knives, and help with your skin. Great for cracked fingers and busted knuckles and stuff like that. So Wicked Wax, good stuff. Courtesy of Garrett Garriga, Boss Hog the Blade Man, over on Whatnot and Facebook. Check him out if you get the chance, and get you some Wicked Industries product from him. Let's get to this Bastion here. So I had purchased a Bastion quite some time ago, back when they were making knives, and they have since quit making Bastion knives, and I've been on the hunt for a Bastion knife ever since I got this one. This one right here was my first Bastion knives. It is actually carbon fiber on one side, and I found out it was titanium on the back. Pretty nice knife, super lightweight, hardly even know it's in your pocket. This was my original Bastion back when they were making knives, and here recently I'd been on the hunt for one, and Monthly Knife Club over on Whatnot actually had this knife up for auction, and I grabbed at it when I had the chance to get this full titanium D2 blade steel. Super nice, super heavy knife. Really nice grind marks, and polishing on the blade. Super cool looking here. So I picked this guy up from Monthly Knife Club over on Whatnot. They run auctions. They usually start either at $1 or at a set price. I think I ended up right around $60 or so for this knife. From what I can tell, fairly decent price. Maybe it was like 50 bucks. I don't remember. It wasn't too pricey for full titanium. It's not necessarily got all the extra fancy, bits and pieces on it, or any patterns or anything like that, but it is pretty heavy. You'll see here in just a minute just how heavy this guy is. So yeah, so whenever I got this knife, it comes in this is just generic Bastion box. Little piece of foam protectant and just a foam cutout. So pretty much just a basic demonstration or basic presentation box. Nothing really fancy for that. Really not worried about the box, but this knife is pretty cool. It is in D2. I'm not a huge fan of D2 tool steel for my blades, but I'm okay with it. This one today, I've been using it. I've opened all kinds of packages and everything else, so it's have to keep cleaning it because it keeps getting dirty, but can't really tell that there's been much use to it. That is the machining in the blade. That helps with the micro scratches and stuff from utilizing the blade. If you check out the tip here, you can see that it has been used. I have been working with it. There's all kinds of scratches and scuffs, but tried to clean it up a little bit for the video here. My one gripe about this knife, and it's not that it doesn't have a deep pocket carry clip, it is that this pocket clip is so tight. Let's see if we can get this. I can barely, I'm pulling my thumbnail off almost, but I can barely open this pocket clip. And I know what you're going to say. Just bend that pocket clip up there. Well, if this is actually titanium, which I believe it is, let's check. Oh no, it is steel. Okay, so I will be able to bend the pocket clip. So I was worried that this was a titanium pocket clip and I would end up fatiguing the steel down here, or the metal down there. So I will give this a little bit of a bend and try to help that out. But basketball shorts or jeans, it's impossible to get in and out. If you watched my short this morning, it had some kind of crazy lanyard in there. I think I got into putting a lanyard on this and never actually finished cutting it off or trimming it up or whatever. So instead of having this long, lanyard thing that was happening, I figured I'd get rid of the lanyard for this video. I'll put one on after the video. Just try to help keep it in frame here. We have the Para 2. Paramilitary 2 is a size comparison here. It appears very close in size. The blade is going to be longer, but handle-wise, it looks very similar in size. So let's get these guys shut. And it looks like we're running 4 7/8 and 4 7/8, so identical. Identical on height or length closed. Let's see, overall length here. Might as well get this guy pulled out. We've got overall length of 8 3/8. We have a cutting edge of 3 11/16. And of course that the cutting edge goes below the blade. So the cutting edge is actually longer than the blade. So 3.5 inches blade and 3 11/16 cutting. This one here is 3 1/8 and 3.5 inch blade. So this has a lot more cutting edge. You can't choke up on it like you can the Spyderco, but with this heavy of a knife, it's a weapon in and of itself without an edge. We'll see that here in just a second. This is a flipper tab, frame lock, no deep pocket carry clip, no reversible pocket clip available. It does have a very small lanyard hole. I tried to get this back spacer to come out to try to remove some weight. I know that's silly of me to do, but it was just thinking that I could, cut a little bit of weight if I could get this big, huge back spacer out of here. But for some reason, you can't, I can spin this screw, but I can't stop this screw this stud from spinning. So I don't know how to get these apart. If anybody's had a Bastion Brava or knows how to get these screws out, let me know down in the comments. Same way with the pivot. It spins on both sides. So if I'm spinning it with the screw bit, the pivot is spinning. So I just can't get it to come out. I can't get it to tighten up. I can't get it to do nothing. The only screw that will tighten and loosen is the pocket clip. So we've gone over that now. Now let's get into this weight. You guys are going to be absolutely surprised at how heavy this thing is, I believe. I say you're going to be. I hope you are, because I was absolutely surprised whenever I found out how heavy it was and felt it. It's like twice this, it feels like. So 4.55. Yeah, almost double. So 7.7 ounces, 7.73 ounces. 7.73 ounces. That is a heavy, heavy knife. It pulls your pants down. It's noticeable. I've said in the past with like my Spyderco Mannix, it's big and that doesn't bother me. It's the weight. So the Mannix being at the weight it is, it's nowhere compared to this. So let's see how sharp we are. It's got just a tiny little burr, and that's probably from all the packages I opened today. I did not get a chance to strop it before the video. Probably my fault for not doing that. It's got a burr right in here. I've got it right here. I might as well do it, right? So I can show you what I do. And I use Wicked Clean on the rough side. And then I wipe down the blade here. Let me get a paper towel. Or part of a paper towel. And then the smooth side has got wicked wax on it. Wicked wax will also be good for D2's tool steel, since it is not a stainless steel. And that should be good there. Let's wipe all that gunk off. And let's try this again. A little bit better. Yep, it's worked itself out. We're back to cutting razor blade sharp here. So, good on that. Cardboard I've already been cutting today, so we don't have to worry about that, but I better show you guys that it cuts the cardboard really good. So there you guys have it, the Bastion Brava. These are discontinued. These are not readily available anywhere. I do not know if Monthly Knife Club has any more. I do not know what Monthly Knife Club sells them for on their website. All I know is I got this off of a Whatnot auction and had been looking for Bastion, so I pulled the trigger at whatever price it was when I purchased it. Like I said, I couldn't remember whether it was 50 or 60. I really don't know. But overall, I like the knife. A couple little quirks, heavy, can't take it apart, and the pocket clip is a little bit wonky, but overall, I enjoy it. Give you guys a little showcase of a full titanium knife compared to my usual, plastic knives or aluminum knives. So I think that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for spending your time with me today, coming back and watching my video. Down in the description is my beacons link. You've got Olight, flashlights, whichever one you want. Use that link down in the description. HX Outdoors affiliate link. Pick up your HX Outdoors pocket knife. I've got a coupon code for 10% off your entire purchase. I've got Atwood Rope Manufacturing. If you're into paracord, if you're into lanyard, keychains, anything like that, use that link down below. There is also a coupon code for that. I believe it's posted in that link. If not, message me. And then I have my eBay and Blade Binge site where you can get these lanyards here. That will fit almost all pocket knives that have a lanyard hole. And I make little paracord crosses. Pretty cool little guys. Sold quite a few of them this past weekend, so got to start working on getting more made up for my next auction that I have on Whatnot. So I believe that's all. Thank you guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.